however horrible having depressed, anxious kids cutting themselves, however horrible that is, I think a bigger consequence for humanity is that we are literally getting dumber, less capable, less educated at exactly the moment when our machines are getting smarter and smarter. So Derek Thompson summarized all this about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago now, in The Atlantic. And, of course, you all know about the NAEP. And as you know, America actually made progress. We actually, despite a variety of demographic headwinds and decline of marriage and all sorts of things that made it harder, we actually succeeded in raising kids' reading and math scores until 2012. And then this happens. Now, when these data came out in 2024, everyone said, oh, wow, look at the terrible thing that COVID did. Oh, my God, COVID was terrible. And it was. Closing the schools and going to remote really did not work out well. So people expected that, well, now that COVID's gone, we should see a rebound, right? No, this is what actually happened. If we break up the data, this is, again, NAEP scores. If we break up the data by percentile, what we see is that for the top 25%, we do see a small post-COVID rebound. In 2024, the numbers went up a little bit. But look what happened to everyone else. The bottom half, they began their decline in 2015, not 2020. They began falling after 50 years of progress. The bottom half of our students began declining in educational outcomes, and it just accelerated through COVID, and it continued dropping in 2024. So if you care about equity, this is arguably the worst thing that has ever happened. This is perhaps the biggest counter-equity move that has ever happened, I believe, is the introduction of phones. And we'll talk later, I hope, in conversation about what role Chromebooks and screens in school and distractions in school have played. But I think the phones are clearly a part of the story. We see the exact same pattern in reading scores. It's the same thing. The bottom half, they began their decline after 2015, and they continue going down even in 2024. So this is a complete catastrophe for anyone who cares about education or the next generation. And guess what?